Hey! How'd it carry here? If the mover made a giant spaghetti monster, would you eat it? I know I would. Heck, I'd go back for seconds and wash it down with a nice cool bug. So I was kind of thinking, well, let me check. Oh, yeah, okay. My audio is working fine. I was kind of thinking off camera, as I sometimes do. Um, what if Kat is Mrs. Hawkins? That makes total sense to me, because that explains why she, I don't remember this cutscene, so I'm going to watch it again. But that explains why she was guarding that warehouse. And it makes sense for that grating, too, on the other side.
Who goes there?
Because it's like she's using the labyrinth from this...
A nightmare again. I need a drink.
From this mansion, she's using the underground labyrinth from this mansion to the warehouse, and she's taking the paintings there. And that's why she doesn't want the police involved. And all that. Makes total sense. We'll see if I'm right. Also, the game actually looks really good with some light in it. It's a shame the whole thing's so dark because it covers up a lot of these really good looking textures. This area generally just kind of looked like shit before when I was in it. But there's more of her paintings.
No. I want to know what Bradley and Dr. Colden have to say about all this.
I guess that's how you progress to the next area. You're probably not meant to interact with anything else here, huh? Well, I don't know. I shouldn't make that assumption. So far, I don't know. I've got mixed feelings about this game. It kind of feels like the choices are really more like illusions of choices. Like there seems to be a whole lot of white noise, especially in your inventory. I don't think most players even... I don't think there's any need to actually read any of this stuff, which is partially why there's so many typos. Francis Sanders, 47, art dealer. Francis Sanders, new sir. Oh, I think I already read this last time. Already read that, but didn't carry over because, yeah. I didn't save it, I just quit out. Yeah, I read all that. But there seems to be a lot of white noise. I think you're very much...
How do you feel?
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
So this is already very dystopian because we watched the cop die, and that lady I'm pretty sure was operating on us, so we're in the midst of probably some sort of dystopian reality. So I'm thinking there's probably like a new game plus sort of element to this, where you go back through with better stats and make better choices, maybe. And you can see all the spaghetti monsters hanging out everywhere. Anyway, let's get going here.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us, what happened?
He was looking at the booze. Why is this gray? Does this mean I can't select it? So me drinking the booze, I think, has had some negative consequences. I might be onto a lead. So does this mean I can't? Let's see. Yes, I can't select it. So this is actually the first time there's been a dialogue that I can't select that I can actually see. Um, talk to...
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course, he's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins, and that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
I didn't see what, but something was there with us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
You're right. Without a plausible explanation for what I saw, let's not jump to conclusions.
That seems wise indeed.
Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
Things just kind of take off on you. So... And once you click something, it's too late, which kind of annoys me. A document attesting to the fact that Irene Sanders, wife of Francis Sanders, had her husband interned after he had shown signs of great madness. Sarah Hawkins interned at the Riverside for fits of insanity a while before her death. She wasn't at her first attempt with the fire. Okay, I already read that before, but it's been a while since I played this, so I kind of have forgotten some stuff. But if I remember correctly, there was a clue from before. It was like a list of people that Sarah Hawkins sold paintings to. Sales ledger. So she gave something to Francis Sanders and Dr. Fuller. Painting for treatment. She sold one to Francis Sanders too. She's been selling them to Francis Sanders right along. And I think there's a letter from him, right? Maximilian L? No, it's not him, it's someone else. So she's been giving paintings to Francis Sanders, which for some reason Edward has not been talking about. Can we talk anymore?
Let us go
here?
now and learn the truth about what's happening on this island.
The other night's events are still confused in my head.
Whoa, the textures look crazy good suddenly. I don't remember them looking like this before. The skin looks like realistic. Alright. Leave, I guess? Doesn't look like there's anything to click on. I've already scoured everything. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste any more time. Pierce, Colden, and Bradley decided to team up to solve the Sarah Hawkins case. They have a new trail to follow. Francis Sanders, an art collector and friend of the painter who died right in front of Pierce. The detective goes to his house in order to speak to his widow about the Shambler, but the unfortunate man mentioned before he died.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, well.
It's
Look
Cat.
who's here.
I'm telling you, Cat is Sarah Hawkins. That's the whole twist behind
You
this whole
know
thing.
each other.
We met briefly. Time enough to iron out a few matters. The main thing is that we understood one another. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, Detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable.
Why is everything
It
all
would seem
grainy?
that you have much to tell me.
Her paintings are all over the
May I
place.
inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings.
That bastard.
Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
Pardon me 1 second. I'm gonna grab something. Okay. He died screaming right before my eyes. That's probably not a good thing to say. I was no longer there when it happened. Psychology professional. I don't know if that's gonna fly. Let's, oh, you know what? Let's just. Everything else is going wrong.
He started raving, screaming that a dimensional shambler had found him.
Mercy, that story again. Why have him interned?
That was when he began to convulse and twist with pain. Or terror, it's hard to tell.
I beg your pardon?
I'm not really sure of what I saw, or what I didn't see. But it's best that you weren't there.
I should have been there. What you're telling me is outrageous. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you not do anything to help him?
No way it'll fly. But the true culprit is Fuller. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, let's
so
say
ask
that.
Fuller, he's the eminent doctor. But I would caution you, you'll find his treatments more terrifying than the illnesses he sets out to cure.
That churl no longer takes the trouble to receive me. He sends his secretary to tell me that I cannot see Francis. Me. His own widow. He must think that I am a terrible wife for having abandoned him in such a way. But I only wanted what was best for him.
I'm not here to condemn you, Mrs. Sanders.
Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
I am curious
Did
about
your
the Shambler.
husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can't imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it...
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
Wonder if I can shut off this graininess. New objective, consult diary. Okay, examine the Shambler. Doesn't they just made it that way? Wonder if that does something. It's a code. So what does it say about her? Oh, Dr. Fuller got added. Don't know why. Riverside Senior Physician. Dr. Fuller reigns as the undisputed master of the Riverside Institute and of its cellars, in which he carries out illegal experiments on his patients. I don't know what he has done to me, but I shouldn't be back on my feet so soon after my fall when the tunnels under the Hawkins mansion caved in. This man is dangerous, and I'd swear that he knows more about all this business than he's willing to tell. Irene Sanders. It's clear that she holds Sarah Hawkins responsible for the death of her husband. But what I don't understand about Irene Sanders is the mix of sadness and insensitivity. It looks like she has given up on her husband long before his horrid death in the cellars of the Riverside Institute.
Did she really care for him after all?
Letter of refusal. Dear Madam, I acknowledge receipt of the letter in which you demand the body of your deceased husband. I am sorry to inform you that I cannot agree to return his body to you. At the moment of his interment, you signed a discharge allowing me to dispose of his body as I see fit. I extend my deepest condolences to you. Thomas Fuller.
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
So that's actually the painting in a photograph. A photograph of Sarah Hawkins next to the Sanders. They must be close. The Sanders? Oh, yes. Why am I confused by that? Oh, a reconstruction scene? Alright, fine. Looks like someone was drinking tea.
Frances Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even?
Were they, you know... Look at this. Investigation.
Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler. Finally. What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting?
That got past me a little bit. So he was pining over that painting, I guess? Can I look at the clues here? Do they get added there? They do. But no, not their inventory? No. Okay, so that didn't get added, only the letter. Well, this was outside of the... So there was a register. Ooh, look, something's appearing. I'm afraid I'm gonna miss something. This game's like that.
A house of artists. A house of artists.
Okay, that doesn't actually do anything. So he was pining over that painting, but Sarah wouldn't give it to him, the shambler.
He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom?
There's Sarah Hawkins, looking like Cat. Psychology. All right, let's psychology it.
She despises Sarah Hawkins, but it's the painting she truly hates. Why?
Because that's the Cthulhu painting, obviously.
He didn't want Sanders to have the painting. She must have felt devastated.
Interesting. So depending on your stats, it changes these. It changes Edward's perception of the events. If I hadn't clicked the psychology thing, I think it would have changed this scene. Ah?
The Shambler. I need to see it.
Oh, that's what made him pull his eyes out, was the painting? I like how NPCs behave around you when you're done talking to them. They just pretend you're not there. More medicine. The second volume in the series covers everything from gas gangrene to trench nephritis. In addition to a precise and detailed study, the book presents some avant-garde theories. The incredible complexity of this book reserves it for medical experts. Ooh. View the character sheet. Pierce. Do I? Oh, I do have available points. What was I working on before? Probably this. Video Games 101. Wherever you're supposed to go everywhere but there. Go everywhere but where you're supposed to go.
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
An audio recording that Francis Sanders left for his wife Irene. Play it right there? Okay. Do it.
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes. I can't take any more. I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
That accursed gallery. Those accursed paintings. That accursed Sarah.
Irene, I made a mistake. Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. Inside my head.
Enter the art gallery, I guess
I
is
see
what
him
he's talking about, not the asylum.
behind my eyelids. Each time I shut my eyes.
Reeks of pot in here.
I can't take
My
it
neighbor's
anymore.
smoking pot.
I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
At least it's not crack this time. This just changed before my eyes. That painting just changed. It's obviously her, and she was bleeding, but now she's fine. That was pretty eerie, actually. Modern art crap. Of course, we have to run into cat. More
I could
sleeping
use
pills.
one of those.
I found these sleeping pills in the Sanders house. Were they prescribed to Francis Sanders or to Irene? Why are we finding these so often? Maybe these are like Cthulhu pills, you know?
An old diary.
Diary of the Pastor's Wife, Volume 3. This volume spends some time on Reverend Wickwood's community. His wife expresses her worries about the strange dreams that the Reverend's congregation are having since their arrival on the island. Some members of the community, her husband included, began to speak of their vision as a messenger sent by God. She is scared that they will suffer the same fate as the lost tribe.
A strange Amerindian pendant.
Amerindian, so okay, Native American. An ancient amulet, probably Amerindian. I wonder what its purpose could be. It's a dream catcher. The Whale and the Cod, or A Brief History of Darkwater by Erwin Greenmouth. It is focused on the past glory of the island. What use is that? Pushing that aside. Oh look. Dissertation on an anatomical question. It is the work of a student in book form. Although the observations are relevant, they lack the expertise of an experienced physician. However, the questions asked allow us to imagine new ways of exploring human anatomy. So this is a medicine progression. Don't really want to talk to you yet. Would you read the book? Okay. Malleus Bestiarium. Oh, this is where that occult stuff was coming from. It is a kind of encyclopedia of monstrous and unknown creatures. I'm beginning to believe that they exist. So maybe occultism is something you don't want to progress? I don't know. Let's actually take a look at the stats now. changed. Doesn't seem to be a negative thing, so I mean, like, I don't know why you wouldn't.
Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing.
Dear Francis, I beg you to give up all hope of ever owning this accursed painting. If our friendship has any meaning for you, please spare me the weight of guilt. I cannot be the architect of your fall. I beg you, my dear friend, forget the shambler. Your friend, Sarah Hawkins. Oh, so that was... Yes, I'm going back. That's how tedious I am. Wait. What? I went too far back? Chapter 2. The warehouse. Chapter 3. Sales ledger. No. Sales ledger. Oh, did that change? Did it always say the shambler and I just didn't notice that? Oh, what's this? Strength. It's gonna fail. It didn't fail. Key to the Sanders Gallery.
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
I've got a lot of bad habits. How was this unlocked? Fine.
I'm not here to cause trouble, if that's what's worrying you.
Worry me? Don't overestimate yourself. If the last beating wasn't enough for you, I can always give it another go. But as long as you keep out of my way, you're free to carry on with your visit.
And you? What brings you to the Sanders home?
I'm here on business. Irene asked me to liquidate all these paintings. She doesn't intend to hang around here for long.
Why you?
Believe it or not, there aren't many collectors on Darkwater. It needs someone with a network and a means of transport to the mainland. A choice that comes down to Fitzroy and me. And I'm far more pleasant, wouldn't you say?
Well, it could be the cat just wants to sell the paintings like she says, but I don't know, I still think she could be the person I said. What? He just says,
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times.
Just out of curiosity, what happens when you stay in here too long? Does he get Cthulhu'd? He's about to get Cthulhu'd. Does he just do this forever? What? I guess that just...
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times.
I guess that just alerts people of your presence is all. Could you
The
imagine?
man transforms an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
Could you imagine someone visiting your house and then hiding in the closet? Giving themselves a panic attack like that, and then just walking out. And then just waltzing right out of there, like nothing happened. Oh, that seems horrifying. Let's add it. Let's add it to the gallery. Study the paintings so that we don't miss. Some of them do stuff. Some of them move.
The public entrance to the gallery.
Is that Richard Hawkins? Oh, that's pretty weird, huh? That actually is really creepy on the right. Something's about to happen here. Look at this. It's glowing green.
Why was he so interested in old weapons?
Sort of like a sphinx, but not. More oil. Something bad's gonna happen here. For sure. So this is the Shambler. Really a pretty simplistic painting. Here we go.
What the hell was that? I can't even touch it.
Oh shit. Oh, I lost it? What happens when it gets you?
What the hell was that?
Oh. I wasn't sure if the lamp stuff was a hint.
What the hell was that?
Maybe it is a hint, actually. Supposed to shine a light on something, maybe?
I can't even touch it. Down. Did it? Maybe I can use this dagger.
There is melee in this.
What the hell was that?
I don't know how I feel about this section, quite honestly.
What the hell was that?
It's not saying that because it's necessary to hide.
Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
What the hell? Why would it walk like that? Doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense. The AI in this game is bizarre. You know what I think happens is if you get close to things that are patrolling, they automatically just turn around on you. I think that's what's going on.
What the hell was that?
Because there's been a couple times where that happened. I assume that the enemy is going to patrol and they're going a certain direction, but when I get close, they just turn around on a dime and see me.
Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
Oh, it saw me. This is trash. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, this is pretty trash.
What the hell was that?
These segments where you gotta sneak around and stuff, it's pretty dumb.
Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
It's just like, maybe explain the mechanics a little bit more, so that I'm not just dying over and over again like this. Like, am I supposed to sneak up behind him? Like, is there a button that swings this thing, or what? That's just oil. There's like a whole bunch of these. There's no use trying to look behind you. You'll die. Where was he? Where is he? What? This is foolishness. seems... Whoa! This is garbo, man.
I can't even touch it.
This makes no sense. His patrols are senseless. Just leave me alone for a sec so I can figure out controls. So there's a block button of some kind. Where is he? What is happening here, man? What? Maybe slash the painting?
Damn it!
There's a certain dagger that does it, I guess.
Damn it! I have to use a specific...
He walked off, but I mean, the pathing is like so bizarre. He's probably just wandering around. Maybe that... Like I said, bizarre. That's where he was just walking from. Shit. He's probably still walking over here. Yeah, he was. What? No, he wasn't. The music doesn't make sense. It's designed so you don't know where he is constantly. Whoa, he got close. There might be a clue written in here. There's specific... There's specific daggers for specific things, I guess. There's something... This is so annoying. Yeah, kill me. Go fucking right ahead. It's ridiculous. It's just so fucking annoying. I don't have the fucking patience for this.
What the hell was that?
Shut up. Fuck. It's annoyance the game. So this is probably the Shambler, right? Seems like it. But no, I used this one before, didn't I? I tried that. Sees me. Where the fuck it is. This is stupid. Man, sucks. They should not have added this element to the game at all. It should have just been a detective escape room type game the whole time. This did not need to be in here. This is stupid. It's god awful terrible. Ruining the game.
Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
It's completely garbage. There's nothing redeemable about this. Nothing redeemable whatsoever. Doesn't work.
Damn it. This dagger didn't work.
There's nothing redeemable about this part. This is just one I didn't try, but I don't fully understand the relevance. It's Cthulhu looking.
Damn it! I have to use a specific dagger.
Alright, he'll find me. He'll know. That didn't work, I don't think. This is horrific trash. This is almost as bad as the institution with the patrolling doctors. It's almost that bad. It's not quite as bad. This is terrible. This is fucking garbage. He's walking right in here, isn't he? Where is he going? This is so lame. Who thought this was good gameplay? Walking around picking up these fucking daggers. Running away from this obnoxious thing. He's in the fucking room. God, kill me. Fuck. This is awful. Tried that. This one's unique. This one too. Oh shit! How the fuck did he get so close to me? I hate this so fucking much. I'm gonna quit.
What the hell was that?
This is bad. Bad, bad, bad. There's nothing redeemable about this. Nothing. Inexcusably shit. He's already coming in here.
Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
There's no time to even think. Fuck off. Nope.
Damn it. This dagger didn't work.
Garbage. Garbage. Did I mention this is garbage? Because it is. Can't even see him. Because the game's so dark. Can't even fucking see him. I'm not gonna get away with that. This sucks. Fuck you. This is hot fucking trash. Yeah.
Damn it!
I have to use a specific dagger.
That was the one that made sense, as far as I could tell. Tried it. I can't believe how trash this is. Like, I'm honestly in disbelief. This is really, really hot garbage. Like, I really can't stress it enough. The way he's constantly on your ass. The way he's conveniently always in your way. It's just so bad. It's so bad. It's such crap. When they said they wanted to make this game a horror, I don't think this is what they meant. I didn't think they meant to make a horrifically stupid game. I think I've tried them all. Tried them all, I think. This is the one I never did, I think. What's
Is
this?
this dagger part of Sanders' collection, or was he seeking to acquire it?
This paused the game. Far from possessing the talents of Sarah Hawkins, Sanders drew a dagger with a tortured form drawn to the smallest detail. The guard carries a strange, esoteric symbol. A recurring feature of his correspondence with Sarah. Maybe I have to combine two daggers. Oh! Hold on. Nope, don't do that. Put that away. This is part of it. Wait, this is it. This is it.
This dagger looks different.
I cut across and put it right behind me. Fuck, no I didn't. The sounds are just there to fuck with you. Like things sound close when they're not. The music plays when you're being pursued and you're not. This is such crap. End it. Fucking end it, man.
What's the matter with you?
You've been Cthulhu'd.
You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
I was
Whatever.
attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
I ran, screamed, broke a pane of glass. You were in the next room and you didn't hear a thing.
If I hadn't heard a thing, I'd still be in the other room. The door was blocked. I got in as soon as I could. I like to look after my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
This symbol on the dagger, it was all over Sanders' cell. It's what protected him. It's what protected me, too. If Hawkins was trying to get rid of this shambler, she might have made contact with Drake. This antique dealer has a good knowledge of the occult. I have nothing to lose by meeting him.
You've got your spunk back. Go where you want. I'm staying here to talk business with Irene.
Oh, this cutscene is not stuttering as bad. So it is something to do with my settings in the hardware that's making the cutscene stutter. The
Where's the
bookstore.
bookseller?
I am gonna call it quits here. For now.